How does a goddess scream when her body is torn apart by her own brother? The mountain didn't shake, it shuddered. The air grew thick with blood long before a single drop had fallen. In the silence between heartbeats, the moon wept. Not with light. With fury. Coyolxauhqui stood at the edge of Coatepec, barefoot, chest rising slow, eyes fixed on the temple where her mother lay. Her hand clenched the obsidian blade, fingers trembling not from fear, but rage. Cold. Consuming. Holy. She had come to kill. They said Coyolxauhqui, her mother, had shamed them. Pregnant again. And not by man. Not by God. By something unseen. A ball of feathers. A mystery. A violation. An insult. Coyolxauhqui, eldest daughter, leader of the stars, bearer of the moon's weight, she would not let this stand. But as her blade rose, the sky cracked. A scream, not hers, pierced through the womb of the mountain. He was born in blood. Fully grown. Eyes blazing with suns yet unnamed. Huitzilopochtli. The son who should never have been. The god of war, birthed in a moment of murder. And in the same breath he lived, he struck. Her brothers, the Sensen Huitznahua, didn't even have time to beg. Their bones shattered on stone before they could lift their weapons. Blood sprayed across the mountain like rainfall made from centuries of rage. Coyolxauhqui didn't cry out. She charged. One moment, blade flashing. The next, limbs falling. Her legs first. Then arms. Then head. And when her torso hit the stone, the blood didn't stop. It howled. The moon fell from the mountain in pieces. But she never looked away. They tell the tale as if she was defeated. As if she died. But death isn't silence. And gods don't forget. Coyolxauhqui isn't gone. She waits. Every night, her broken body drags itself across the sky, trying to become whole. That soft glow you see? That isn't moonlight. That's vengeance still burning. They painted her shamefully, naked, dismembered, sprawled on temple stones. They carved her agony into walls, into discs, into the hearts of priests who cut open living chests in her name without ever daring to speak it. They thought cutting her down would erase her. They were wrong. Have you ever stood beneath a full moon so bright it felt like it was staring back? Have you felt that pull in your stomach, that ache in your bones when the world is too quiet and shadows dance too slowly? That's her. Watching. She was never just the moon. She was woman. Sister. Daughter. Warrior. And they ripped her apart for it. Punished her for rising. For leading. For saying no. But gods do not die from dismemberment. They become memory. And memory bleeds. They don't tell you what she said in that last moment, when her legs were severed and she couldn't stand. They don't say how her mouth still moved after her head hit the ground. But the wind remembers. The wind always remembers. The priests climb her temple steps with knives in hand, hearts in bowls, blood dripping like apologies. But Coyolxauhqui does not want forgiveness. She wants truth. Not worship. Witness. Because every time a woman is silenced, her voice is born again in the moonlight. Every time a daughter is betrayed by blood, Coyolxauhqui opens her eyes wider. And when the night is too long, too quiet, and the moon shines too strong, people shiver. Because they know. She still climbs that mountain. Limb by limb. Breath by breath. A broken goddess does not weep forever. She waits. And one day, her brother will bleed. He walks the sun path bold and blazing, but the day always ends. Every dusk is a wound. Every night, the stars she led follow her once more, chasing his light down into darkness. They never catch him. But they never stop. Not because they fail. Because they remember. She led them once with strength. Now she leads them with rage. There are moments, rare, quiet, cruel, when the moon eclipses the sun. And the world holds its breath. And the light disappears. Just for a moment. Just enough. That is Coyolxauhqui's whisper. Not yet. But soon. The mountain still stands. Coatpeck watches the sky with scarred stone. The ground drinks offerings poured in the name of a goddess most fear to name. But she does not need their voice. She has her own. And it speaks in silence. It speaks in blood. It speaks in every child ripped from the warmth of a mother's body, in every warrior who dies without glory, in every woman who watches her own story rewritten with someone else's hand. Coyolxauhqui was not defeated. She was changed. And when the night grows heavy, and the moon hangs low, fractured, full of light no star can match, listen closely. She's still speaking.